Oh, we are finally back with Contentious Top 10. Sorry, I was actually almost going to forget those people. Until I asked Megan, like, were we supposed to do that this weekend? Yeah. Shit. So, yes, we are back with the list that I decided upon, which was going to be the top 10 worst Disney movies. And, of course, like always, one per franchise, though, really, Disney doesn't have much in the way of franchises. Like, maybe the Toy Story movies, Monster University and Monster Inc. Cars. Shit like that. Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of this entire list, because I want to let y'all know, most of what I have on here is actually animated. There's quite a bit of animated stuff on here. Well, there's a few live action stuff. Yeah, also, one last thing that we do have to say. It has to have Disney as the main production company behind it. It can't be Touchstone produced, who technically is owned by Disney. It can't be Miramax produced or shit like that. Straight up Disney. So, that's where it is. And I guess I need to start us all off with my honorable mention, shouldn't I?
I think the folks at home got it.
Sometimes. Some people are kind of stupid. Why did you put this movie? It's not this movie. Why, I think it is. Well, you're stupid, too. Oh, just to let y'all know also, my list is going to piss y'all off. My list is the most aggravating list in the world. Because my honorable mention is WALL-E. Everybody loves WALL-E, and I'm like,
He's adorable.
It's mediocre at its best. But as soon as it gets to space, it becomes really, really, really bad. It becomes, in fact, a almost unbearable movie. I get it's supposed to be making fun of the fact that, people were lazy and all this and that. But it almost gets to the point where I'm like, okay, I don't care. And Megan's still sick from your day, as you can tell. But
Allergy's still kicking my ass, yes.
I don't know. WALL-E I never gave a shit. That's the biggest problem. The most was like when Thought WALL-E was dead, but I was like, wait a second. There's thousands of him. Who cares if this one dies? Especially whenever my looks towards robotics is less that they're quirky little random AI, and that they are just that. They're robots. They're machines. They're computers. So, I don't know. I've never got the love for WALL-E. It's an alright movie. It looks good, but as soon as Eve gets introduced, like, there's some cuteness, but then it begins to be like, okay, well, where is the rest of the film? Where is the meat? Where's the story? Especially since, again, this movie's plot takes forever and a day to finally fucking get started. And I just lose interest quickly. I mean, do you disagree with this?
Very much so.
Why is that?
Because WALL-E's adorable.
But adorableness only lasts so long. Especially, like I said, when you don't have really a story. In fact, if you think about it, the movie doesn't start till the third act. Which is when they come across the spaceship full of fat people. What, do you disagree?
Very much so.
Well, willing to voice your opinion. That's what this is about.
I barely have a voice, in case you haven't noticed.
Well, you can say your piece. That's what you're allowed to do. That's what these lists are about. That's the reason why they're contentious.
Like, how do you not like WALL-E and him not like him and Eve together?
I just don't care. They don't have a conflict, really. Except for the fact, she finds possible life.
Yeah.
And then they're going to destroy this possible life, and stuff and things sort of happen. But again, it's just... Adorableness only can go so far.
It can go very far with me.
Megan's more of a sap than I am. I need more of a story.
I tear up at the drop of a hat nowadays.
Yeah. I know the ending of WALL-E got you all...
Yeah, I'm almost like Kirstie Alley in Look Who's Talking, where she's reading about, what was it, that...
Oh, it was when she was watching the commercial about this guy who's talking about he's being away from his family and all that.
Yeah, she's reading about postpartum depression and talking about how a certain percentage of women get it.
Well, I'm not gonna.
So I'm not gonna. And it's like her just like sobbing, and it turns out it's a commercial. It's like
commercial for like a freaking airlines or something like that.
Yes.
Or hotel.
Yeah, it was for an airline.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm nearly there.
Except for you haven't had postpartum depression.
Well, I know. I'm just saying that I tear up at the drop of a hat nowadays.
I'm just saying too. Actually, I'm human. I don't got a tail.
I'm about to say, you're not saying you're human. As you like to always say to me, that stupid pun, stupid ass joke.
Dragon Ball Z fans love it. So, what about you? What's your honorable mention for the worst Disney films of all time?
Well, kind of know by a couple of different names. The most popular of which is D3, The Mighty Ducks.
Oh, that's on my list. A little higher on mine.
Yeah, I figured.
It is easily the most forgettable of all the Mighty Ducks movies. And also, it's one of those that it just happened and it came out and everybody was like,
It's
a
very,
thing.
it's very underwhelming. You know, you take away, Coach Bombay, Emilio Estevez's character, and, these kids going off to college, trying to adjust to college life, and being picked on by the upperclassmen. And it's just, like...
Well, it does not bother. Good focus of the movie is mostly on Charlie.
Yeah, on Joshua Jackson's character.
Yeah, and after a while, it's like, can we focus on somebody else? But, I mean, it's like 90% focused on him.
Yeah, they kind of annoy me, because I love the Bash Brothers from the second movie, and they're, like, hardly in the third one.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what about the Bash Brothers? I love the Bash Brothers. Bash Brothers are awesome. But yeah, it's just like, what's the point of taking out Coach Bombay? And having this like hard ass coach like, well, I'm not him, and then it's like, well, fuck you too.
I am not him.
No shit.
Thanks. Big surprise, me, sirs.
Well, obviously, he's like, well, I'm not gonna treat you like he did. I'm not gonna hold your hand.
Even though he really didn't.
Yeah.
Someone was like, wait, did you not watch your 2 movies, asshole? Yeah. I'll say more when it comes up on my list. Just let you know, I do have it on here, like I said.
But what's your number 10?
My number 10 is a movie I forgot was a Disney film. And that's Blank Check.
Oh yeah, that's also on my list.
I forgot Blank Check was a thing. And then I remember watching it as a kid and I didn't much care for it then. Which is saying something. This is the same asshole who actually didn't mind Drop Dead Fred. I said I was a really stupid kid.
To be fair, we all like Drop Dead Fred as a kid.
We're stupid. We're stupid
Well,
kids.
because it appeals to us as kids, like, yeah, like, do whatever they want, just...
They didn't always ever lick the balls out of us.
Yeah, and it's like, you annoying little shit, shut up.
Yeah, Blank Check has the problem of Drop Dead Fred of the annoyance, annoying main character, compounded by the fact that this is a kid who doesn't really have any real redeeming factors throughout the entire film, and that's not good. And not only that, but we understand that a lot of kids, if they got just suddenly a wealth of money, but I think it's only like $1 million he gets, right?
Yeah, because,
It's been a while since the same Blank Check. It's been like a couple of years at least.
well, just to kind of refresh your memory about the plot.
I know what the plot is. I just can't remember how much money he got. What it is just a kid. He originally thought he pretty much gets the idea of, thanks to his dad and his grandmother. His grandmother sent him a check that was blank, and
Actually, what it was is that, like, he got a birthday check for, like, I think $5 or something, kind of amazing little things.
no, he got a birthday check for his blank.
No.
From his grandmother.
What it was is that he went to cash it or like open up a little savings account or something.
No, that is not.
But as he was leaving the bank, he nearly got run over on his bike by Miguel Ferrer, the bad guy. And Miguel Ferrer kind of gave him a blank check, like, okay, just take it, just shut up.
Okay.
And
here's where you're missing the plot. He got the idea that you can just fill in whatever amount in a blank check because of his grandmother. She sent him originally a blank check, and he was like, oh, it's blank. And, he starts kind of having an idea. I can just put whatever in there. And his father like rips it from him because his father's a douchebag or whatever. I think it's his father. I'm pretty sure. He goes, "Oh, I'm pretty sure she meant to put this," and he puts $5 in it. And he goes to cash it just because, like, fuck it, I just want my money.
Yeah.
Why she just send me cash, I don't know, but, And whenever he does that, that is when Miguel Ferrara almost kills him.
Though I have a question.
Uh-huh.
You can't cash a check nowadays without signing the back of it and having...
Endorsing it.
Yeah, endorsing it and having, like, a driver's license or something, some kind of photo ID.
Back then, it was a little bit easier to be able to cash certain checks.
A little bit more lenient.
I think this movie kind of, if this movie did anything positive, it's because of that. It kind of says, like, we don't care. Also, he's a kid.
Yeah.
And again, this is a movie you have to forgive a little bit of the plot contrivances. It's just the problem is the plot's not very interesting. And it just, you don't like the main character. He's a snot the entire time. That's what I hated about this movie. And I was like, God, I don't like this. Especially since Miguel Ferrara is always a really damn good actor. He's really fucking intense and fun to be around.
He kind of wasted it in another Disney movie, Mr. Magoo.
I've never seen Mr. Magoo and don't want to.
I saw it ages ago. I saw it like a little bit recently. It's like, wow, I was dumb as a kid. I liked this movie when I was a kid.
Megan liked a lot of bad movies. She still likes a lot of bad movies. But, yeah, just Blank Check's just a movie that it could be a lot more than what it is. And it tries to have somewhat of a plot because Miguel Ferrara and the guy from, not the guy from Jurassic Park, isn't it the guy from Radioland Murders, the chief?
Yeah,
If anybody who's ever seen Radioland Murders, it's
hilarious.
So fun. It's so much fun. Yeah, the same guy who's supposed to be the chief detective in a way, or maybe
yeah,
the
the detective from that, yeah.
Yeah, he plays this banker who's helping Miguel Ferrara to steal all this money from this bank.
And also rapper Tone Lock or Tone...
Yeah, who many people will know from Ferngully. And also he was in Ace Ventura. I can't pronounce the man's name, I'm not going to try. Sorry, I will butcher it. Yeah, he's in it.
Yeah, a guy known for singing Wild Thing.
Yeah. But, yeah, they conspire to steal money, and for some odd reason, the guy who's from Radioland Murders confuses the kid as the one who's supposed to be...
With Tone Lock's character.
Yeah. Because he's an idiot.
Yeah.
And that's really like I said, plot contrivances that don't work sometimes, is you have adults that have to be complete morons.
Well, to be fair, that character is a moron.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He has to be really stupid to believe that a kid would be his, calling card or his person to help him with this. And it just leads to a very uninteresting movie that could have been very imaginative, could have been a lot more than what it was, and it just never went anywhere. It's just not interesting.
Yeah, in typical kid fashion, he steals Miguel Ferrara's money and, just blows on a bunch of shit. Like, a nice mansion and, all these parties and all these cool toys.
Yeah, and this lady it's this kind of weird romance he has with this lady.
Yeah, I think he has a crush on her.
Yeah, and she kind of is telling him, these people aren't kind of like your friends just because they're around you.
Yeah.
And it's like, is this gay where I think it is? This is really creepy. This is really weird.
Yeah. Yeah, all the while, he dupes everybody by claiming to be working for this guy, Mr. Macintosh. Which he got from his computer, Mac. Which he...
How much you want to say at the movie? Go, thanks. Spent all 5 seconds thinking that one up. That one up, guys.
Yeah.
I still don't like Blank Check. Like I said, I didn't even like it as a kid. I thought it was a little too boring. And it wasn't interesting enough as a child, and then looking back more, it does not hold up at all.
Yeah, it's one of the movies I liked when I was a kid. Now it's like, wow, this movie is really dumb. Like, I'm a dumbass kid. What the hell did I see in this movie?
Yeah.
Shush.
So,
My number 10?
yeah, what's your number 10?
My number 10 is The Santa Claus 3.
I have not seen any Santa Claus movies past the first one. I am one of those rare species who has not inflicted that upon himself. Don't want to either. Don't care.
That's it. I got all three.
Why do you own it if you don't like it?
And not that I don't like it, just it's the weaker of the three movies.
That's sort of like saying it's your least favorite retarded kid. You know, it's kind of not saying much. It's like, I actually don't mind the original, but from what I've seen in the second one, I was like, that doesn't look very good. The Mrs. Claus? Isn't that the one that introduces the Mrs. Claus?
Mm-hmm.
And then the third one introduces some other Claus.
Yeah, we're pretty much like, if he's getting fed up with being Santa, he can like holds one special snow globe, which is only introduced in this movie, of course.
MacGuffin!
Yeah, he holds one special snow globe and say, I wish I wasn't Santa Claus anymore, or something. Say these particular words.
Or he could just do like the, I want to just kill himself. Come on, Tim Allen, gun. Yeah.
Like, yeah, and transports him back to just before he became Santa Claus, and instead Martin Short, Jack Frost, he puts on the suit and he becomes Santa Claus, and he really commercializes everything, like makes the North Pole into a theme park.
Okay. I'm going to call out a little stupidity. I know it's supposed to be partial fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas is already commercialized. Like, before this movie ever came out, Christmas was already heavily commercialized.
Well, and not really commercializing Christmas, but just kind of taking away the magic of Christmas by turning, the Santa's Workshop into a theme park, letting people, like, buy their way onto the nice list. Now you see some of my
They already
problem.
do that in anyway. So, I mean, never mind the fact this movie, it's stupid. But, I mean, it's like trying to say that people aren't doing something that already happens.
Yeah, it's like, I just love how some people will say that it's better than the first one, or it's almost as good as the first one. It's like, no. It's, like, the worst of the three. I mean, it's like, Martin Short, he's got a couple of good lines, but he's overall just
Still
like
Martin Short, so he's still insufferable.
Yeah, like he's just, most parts I just kind of, it's like, shut up. It's like, can we like get a big stick and like knock you over the head for the rest of the fucking movie?
I don't know if we can do that with his character Franz from the second.
I don't mind Franz from the
Franz is easily the worst part of the house.
Father Bride Part 2.
Yeah, Father Bride Part 2. I want to say How I Met Your Bride. I'm like, what? My friends at work keeps talking about how she's just now getting introduced How I Met Your Mother. Every time she does say, I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Maybe like, I don't care.
No, it's just more like, I'm sorry that she's been inflicted by that. That show is one of the dumbest things that have come on television in a while. That Big Bang Theory. Don't get it. Well, I just don't get it. I mean, it's like, it's retarded comedy. Let's just put it that way. It's comedy for people who literally have no ability to do anything but drool. So, any more you want to say about Santa Claus Trace?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, like, it just makes a big deal about how Tim Allen's character is, like, so stressed out being Santa. It's like, okay, he didn't really have these issues in the first two. He loved being Santa. Well, once he finally embraced it, I should say.
Yeah. Well, that he works one night a week, one night a year.
Well, it's kind of like working year-round to try and, like, lead up to that, but...
What does he do?
He kind of, like, supervises, but...
Again, it's like, you answer to nobody but yourself. What is there to be so stressed about?
Well, and also, like, they make a big deal about the fact that Mrs. Claus is pregnant, and she's, like, due any minute, and she, like, wants her parents there, but her parents do not like him. It's like, big whoopee shit.
I don't know, people.
All of you better duck, because I'm about to...
Sorry.
But, yeah, just...
Sounds dumb. Sounds like schlock that came out from the other two.
Yeah, it's like, it almost just kind of ruined the thing, but it's like, I don't know, it's like, I just kind of gave it another chance, and it's just, I like it better than I remembered, but it's still not.
Huh? You like it better than you remembered. One, you bought it on DVD.
Yes, I ordered it off of Amazon along with the second one.
One, you bought it on DVD. And two, it's better than you remembered.
It's
But
like
what?
it's not as bad as I remembered. Martin Short is still insufferable, and
It's Martin Short for you.
actually, I don't mind him a couple things because I also have him on in the Father Bride movies, and he does a voice in The Prince of Egypt. He's not in it very much, but
Him and Steve Martin, from what I'm saying.
yeah, they both play those priests.
Yeah. They're the priests who sort of do magic, but it's...
Yeah, Hotep and Hoy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what their names are.
Bubba Hotel. So more you want to say about Santa Claus Chairs?
No, we better move on.
My number 9, because we need to talk about the Haunted Mansion. I mean, is there any real surprise that it's going to be on here? Sorry, somebody is constantly, like, texting me. So it's threatening to say.
I shouldn't do that.
I just forgot. Yeah, Haunted Mansion. It's...
That was a thing.
Yeah, it's based on the ride.
Yeah.
The best thing I can say is they do a really good cover of Rockwell's Somebody's Watching Me, which kind of fits in the theme of the movie, which is, in all essence, a kid-friendly version of The Haunting.
I don't remember Somebody's Watching Me, a cover being on there.
Yeah. It was,
But I know there was a cover of Stevie Wonder's Superstition.
Superstition?
Superstition. Fight me!
Megan is
Super-
misfitting.
Superstition.
There we go. Yeah, there's
by, Raymond Simone.
there's a bunch of different little covers on different songs. Like the Somebody's Watching Me is the only one that kind of works a little bit, but even then it needs Michael Jackson singing the chorus. That's one of the greatest parts of the whole song. Next to the meenu 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 meenu. Alright, this movie was painful. It is one of those that I watched, hated it, and I was like 10, 11 or so. I can't remember how old I exactly was. Hated it. It's like, alright, let me get a little older. Be a little bit more willing to watch things with open minds. Oh my god, this movie's just terrible. Especially when you watch, like, the original Haunting. It's almost a shot-for-shot remake, it feels like at times. With these painful jokes and really bad CGI. Not only that, has Eddie Murphy being not funny, which is always fun. Ugh. So yeah, that's all I want to say about Haunted Mansion, because I like to keep forgetting the thing's a thing. Fuck that movie. There's gonna be a lot of fuck that movies at the end of this. So what's your number 9?
Haunted Mansion.
You could say that at the beginning. Like, hey, that's my number 9. Saved us a lot of grief.
Well, I was about to say, it's like, it's also on my list, but I didn't get the chance because somebody likes to hog the camera.
I don't like to hog the camera. I like to hog the air.
Yeah. It's like, when you get on a roll, ain't nobody able to...
Well, of course, I am a big fat guy. If I get on any kind of a roll, I'm going to take out everything. I'm like a Katamari. I get squeaking.
I'm wheezing.
Do you need a drink?
Might help.
That you are as red as your drink. I guess I better not say anything goofy or Megan's going to spit that right back into the bottle.
No, you're going to be wearing it.
So,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Now that the Katamari is out of the way, what do you have to say about the Haunted Mansion?
Yeah, this is another one that was like, I liked it when I was a kid. But, like, I watched a little bit on TV, like, a few weeks ago, and at least, like, the beginning of it. I was like, wow, this is really dumb. It's like, the kids are kind of, like, yeah, they can't act. And the whole story is really stupid. I mean, Eddie Murphy, he's like, okay, he and his family are about to go on vacation, but like, okay, let me just, try and like sell this one house real quick.
Watch it as a kid. That is your wording, correct?
Yeah, I watched it when I was...
How old do you think you were? I thought I was 10 or 11. I was like, I was a little off.
When did that movie come out?
2003. 2 years before you graduated high school. You were 16.
Well, it was when you graduated high school, too. What are you talking about, me?
And I graduated a year earlier. So, I mean, I wasn't too far off.
You graduated the same year as me. You may have
Yeah, but I graduated
early.
earlier than I should have.
Yeah, that's not what you clarified. That's not what you...
Well, that's what I said.
I mean...
Yeah.
You didn't clarify that.
But still, you're fucking 16 at the time. You're like, I was a kid. You're a teenager. Hell, at least I was somewhat close. Charlie was 15. Wasn't that far off.
I was still kind of a kid. I went to see it with my mom.
See, Megan does not have any taste.
I didn't have a social life. That's why I went to see it with my mom.
So.
Like, I didn't really have much of a social life. I don't think you and I had met or weren't really...
Mm-mm. Well, we knew each other, but we didn't, like, hang out or anything outside of school.
Yeah.
As you can guess, we met in high school.
Yep.
And she has been, stuck with me since.
Yeah, more like the other way around.
I think that was a word, people. I'm not sure.
The other way around.
There we go. It gets a little
Don't make me
mushy with your words.
Don't make me smack you. I'm barely talking as is.
So, what else did you want to say about the haunted mansion that's trying to be the haunting, but not good enough for it?
Yeah, what's funny is like I caught a little bit in the beginning on TV one time, and another time I caught a little bit of the ending. I was like, oh yeah, that's not a movie end. Like the wife, like Eddie Murphy's wife, and that is actually the
reincarnated version.
Yeah, the reincarnated lover of the guy who owned the mansion. And it's like, he lured her and their kids to the mansion so he can like be with her again or something. It's like,
yeah, it's all sorts of weird.
Like, oh, okay, that happened. That was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was them. Not even Eddie Murphy could save it.
Well, this was Eddie Murphy and his tailspin.
And his little half-ass.
That ain't a good tailspin,
But yeah, what's your number 8?
My number 8 is Moana. I still fucking hate this movie with a purple passion. I know people at my work that really like this movie. I know there's so many people like, it's so good and everything. I'm like, it's so bad. It does not help the main voice actress. She's not good. The Rock is not as charming as he can be. He also can't sing.
It's alright.
Fred Durst raps better than The Rock can sing. And Fred Durst can barely rap.
Quote CinemaSins, he's passable.
No. My ass is more passable as a singer than The Rock is. The Rock can't carry a tune. But on top of everything, this is a movie that I was really wanting, bright pops of color, especially in this very tropical setting, and instead I get Waterworld. Mm-hmm. Waterworld was boring. Wind Waker, boring. I don't care if y'all want to say, it's such a great masterpiece of Zelda stuff. I don't give a shit. It was one of the worst Zelda games because you had the fucking ocean that you had to go across throughout the entire world. It took 10 minutes to get from one place to the other, it felt like. And here, it feels like it as well. It feels like we get nowhere to go for a long time. And then whenever we get there, plot for 5 seconds, then we're back into stupid arguments or stupid anything and just boring main characters. I just hate this movie so much. I just don't understand people's absolute love for it. Ugh. Man, that's me.
Gee, why don't you tell us how you really feel?
I wish Moana never got made. That's how I feel.
No, not an invitation.
Mm-hmm. You asked. So what about you? What's your number 8?
Number 8 is a movie we've already discussed. Blank check.
I'm gonna say blank check because I was like, I don't think there's any other movie that we
Other
discussed.
than Haunted Mansion.
But we already discussed that.
Yeah. And Mighty Ducks 3, which you said is on your list, but we haven't gotten to it on your
I haven't
list.
gotten to my list. No, I've gotten to it on my list.
Yeah, it kind of narrows it down.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, it's dumb. The kid is insufferable, and
That romance.
everybody's really stupid. It's like, how are you buying into this bullshit?
Because everybody has to be really dumb. It's one of those movies that it suffers from the fact that the only way the plot really works is if everybody's really stupid.
Yeah, I think the only reason why I enjoyed it as a kid, because, like, kind of every kid's fantasy of, like, having all this money, being able to blow it on all this really cool stuff. But
You can grow up as an adult and you realize if you did that, you wouldn't have enough money to last for like 3 minutes.
yeah, I've had to even blow through it all and realize, like, oh shit, like, I can't pay for any more of this stuff. I'm bankrupt.
Mm-hmm. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Mm-hmm. So what's your number 7?
My number 7 is gonna piss people off because Tim Burton is still a Hollywood darling, especially when it comes to Disney and his fucking animated stuff, quasi-animated. But God, Frankenweenie was terrible.
That's not where I thought you were going with that, but okay.
Frankenweenie is a movie that could have been a decent Frankenstein reboot in a way, or a kid-friendly version of Frankenstein. Really, you can watch Frankenstein nowadays, and it's not really going to hurt you that much.
Yeah.
As a child, it's not that frightening. It still has good atmosphere and everything. But holy crap, Frankenweenie. First off, I don't know if it's on purpose, but a lot of the like animations that are done, I think it's supposed to be claymation and all that.
Right.
It looks unfinished. A lot of it jaggedly weird, like, and I don't just mean like the Franken dog, which he could be adorable, but it feels like he's barely in the movie. It's like, unlike Wall-E, where a majority of the film is centering around him, this dog that's the Frankenstein creation is barely there. He's just kind of present every now and then. He's sort of adorable here and there, but then you're like, okay. Mm-hmm. But like I said, there's like these people when they'll be walking, like sometimes it's like their arms just move suddenly like weird, and it's really, oh God, what is that? The plot is just Frankenstein, but on top of everything, it's all terribly voice acted. Like none of the voice actors are compelling in the least. Take some of the problems with A Nightmare Before Christmas and the fact that everybody is either going way too over the top, or they're going way too, pretty much underselling it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is this time, or that is Frankenweenie if you times it by 10. Because everybody is like this, or they're really dull sounding like the main kid. And boy, I don't even remember his name. That's the worst part. So yeah, Frankenweenie can go fuck itself. I did not like that movie. Just go watch Frankenstein. It's a good movie. So, what's your number 7?
Mulan 2.
Mulan 2. I haven't seen the first one. I haven't seen the second one.
I got the first one.
That's all I gotta just say. I don't care to see it. Don't give a shit.
Yeah, I really like the first one. Very memorable songs. And even, like, despite having a love story, it had kind of like a girl power kind of message to it. Some people may disagree, but
Like most everybody.
I was like, kind of a, like, girls can be kind of badass too. We can do this stuff for our parents.
Yeah, but they have to dress up like men and pretend to be men.
Oh, because it was the time period.
We're men in tights. Tights. Sorry.
I about tried to sing along to that. I was like, no, my voice will not cooperate with that.
How about that? That would hurt.
I say I'm about to induce another coughing fit if I do that.
So why don't you like Mulan 2?
But yeah, the second one, just about killed the franchise.
It did kill it because it was just a direct-to-DVD or direct-to-video release.
Yeah, it's like... If I'm not mistaken, the little dragon Mushu is not voiced by Eddie Murphy.
Nobody is voiced by who they're supposed to be voiced by.
Actually, a lot of them, like, a number of them did still return, like Ming-Na. Ming-Na, when she returned to voice Mulan.
To be fair, she didn't have much of a career. Thank you.
That place not under my foot.
You stepped on it. But yes, you're saying.
Yeah, it's, like, okay, for those that haven't seen it, it's Mulan and Shang, her love interest from the first one. They're engaged, and they're, like, arguing about a bunch of different stuff, wondering, it's like, okay, can we really be married? Meanwhile, they're having to take care of, like, these 3 princesses and, like, get them to one place safely. It just shows you how much I remember. It's like, I don't even remember where the hell they're going. And, like, there are a few songs, but they're not very memorable. It's like, what the hell?
Again, it's a direct-to-DVD, or direct-to-video movie.
Yeah, it's like, it's just kind of a half-ass, like, okay, you're going to kind of milk money from...
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
Yeah, it just feels very half-assed.
Feels cheap, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, just the whole thing is, like, a very half-assed production. Like I keep saying, half-assed.
I think they spent $20 on it. Sorry, more you want to say about Mulantus?
No, especially, it's like...
Hacapalong.
Thank you. So what's your number 6?
D3. Yeah, D3 is still a massive turd. I still don't care for the movie. It's astonishingly boring. Especially since there's very little hockey in it. What is there, it's not very good. It's too focused on Charlie. It just feels like it has nothing to do with the other films.
Yeah, it's like there was a little bit of focus on Joshua Jackson in the first 2, but not to the extent that it is in the third one.
Yeah, like the third one, it feels like he's just the sole
The Joshua Jackson
character.
movie.
Yeah, and he just happens to have the Mighty Ducks are there. Like, Goldberg's barely there, if I'm not mistaken, if he even was there. Like, that's how bad it's like, I'm trying to remember, was that character here? I don't think he even was.
I want to say he was.
Again, it's just because of how terrible this movie is, and how utterly too focused it was on one character. Like, he was sort of the focus on him, but it wasn't to the extent of this.
Yeah, because he is the captain of the team.
Yeah.
Still, it's like, you have a whole other team here.
Yeah, you don't get any of that camaraderie. You don't get any of that familyness that they felt like they had in the other 2. So you end up with a rather boring movie.
Yeah, the whole ducks fly together thing from the second one.
Also, really doesn't help that Charlie as a character in the movie just wasn't an interesting person. He just wasn't.
Yeah, I was like, I don't remember very much from the third movie. I remember Coach Bombay left. Their new coach was a big dick. And at one point, the upperclassmen are giving them a hard time, and in retaliation, they freeze the upperclassmen's hockey uniforms.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, it's like, okay,
Yeah,
any college hockey movie. Or not even really hockey movie.
Yeah, I was about to say, barely hockey. So, yeah, D3 still blows. So, what about you? What's your number 6?
This is another sequel. Pocahontas 2.
I've only seen the first one.
And you didn't much care for it, I know. Don't go over that particular rant, it'll take all night. But, yeah, another one of those movies, it just killed the franchise, what 2 movies are worth.
It was so franchise. It was just a cash in. Again, it's a direct-to-video thing. Not trying to excuse it, everybody there. I'm not saying that excuses lack of anything, but you're kind of trying to compare, an Olympic athlete to a Special Olympics reject. You're not going to get a good comparison. It's not gonna work. So, yeah, and also it doesn't help that it goes more into the, oh, you remember that was a real person? Yeah, we're going to butcher the real world as much as possible. Though actually, some people care for it more than the other. Doug Walker's one of them. So what do you not care for when it comes to Pocahontas 2? Yes, I know I'm purposely mispronouncing the people.
Yeah, very much like she goes to England to learn more about the white people and their culture, and so there's really no point to it, and
that's the point. Money, money, money.
Money, 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 money. Thank you, that was my ear.
You're welcome. Just screen and go just crack.
But yeah, there's no need for it, and I think a big problem that a lot of people have with this, and this is my probably biggest issue, and I know it's shallow, I don't give a shit, but it's like they made a big deal about the romance between Pocahontas and John Smith in the first one, and here in the second one, like, he is seemingly dead at the beginning, then he comes back, and by that time, like, she's kind of fallen in love with John Rolfe, voiced by Billy Zane.
To be fair, Billy Zane's just so zany, you might want to fall in love with him. At least he won't punch you in the face and blame it on the Jews.
Yeah. Well, surprisingly, like, the guy's voicing John Smith sounded a lot like Mel Gibson, even though it actually wasn't him. I think it's like one of his brothers or something.
Glory of a smartphone.
Mm-hmm. That's it, you can look it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they made such a big deal about the great love of
be
Pocahontas and John Smith. I know it's not historically accurate.
I was actually just going to say, the reason why they're kind of changed it was because of the fact that they're trying to get away from the fact that the history of it truly was that John Smith raped her and stole her from her family. They're like, oh, shit. God, here, this guy, because John Smith's kind of an ass.
Yeah, no, wait. I was like, in history, didn't she end up married to John Rolfe?
No, she ended up going back with John Smith to England, from what I'm saying, and died.
Ah.
Very quickly.
Alright.
Donald Gibson.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to say
His brother.
Yep.
I
figured from the last name Gibson.
Yeah.
The fact that he sounded similar to him. I was like, okay, it's gotta be his brother or something. Well, it's like, Aaliyah's brother did some, like, post-production dubbing for her in Queen of the Damned.
How does that work? Different sex there.
I have no idea. That's why I always keep wondering ever since I heard about that. It's like,
You want to know where he did it and everything. Oh, I think
all I can think is, like, maybe he can, like, make his voice sound more like her.
He just grabbed his testicles and squeezed really hard.
Even that, like, he just, like, kind of said in lines, and they just kind of, like, manipulated so it sounded a bit more like a sister. I don't know. Oh, that's one thing I'm going to be really curious to find out. If anyone knows, like, it's like, go ahead and explain to me in the comments. Or comics.
The comic comments.
Mm.
More you want to say about Pocahontas 2?
Nah, that'd be it.
Well, I know what my number 5 is, people. Pocahontas. Pocahontas is still a massive dump. It looks fine, but wow, does it take a baseball bat to history? Wow,
does
it also really ignore how kind of terrible, let's just say it, white people were really terrible when they first came over. There are still some really terrible white people. I mean, look at Hillary Clinton. There's my political joke, everybody.
We celebrate, like, Chris Columbus Day.
Christopher Columbus. Nobody calls him Chris unless they're stupid.
Okay, clearly I'm confusing his name with the director, Biden.
Yeah. Chris Columbus is the guy who did the first 2 Harry Potter movies.
He also did Stepmom.
Oh, God. We celebrated a director of 2 really terrible Harry Potter movies. Or as we call them, Harry Potter movies.
But
we celebrated because
Christopher
of
Columbus Day once a year. First of all, he did not discover the Americas. And second of all, this is actually a horrible, horrible man.
the reason why is because we all know what it is, and it's thanks to a famous epic poem that pretty much whitewashed history. And not in the actual, like, whitewashing, making them all white and everything. Not that.
Sanitized.
Yeah. That's what actual whitewashing is about, dumbasses. Quit breaking that word and not understanding what it is. But that's the reason why. I understand that we do that. Disney doesn't need to be a proponent of it, though. Mm-hmm. That's the problem. Especially whenever Lion King is actually one of the... When you dig into it a lot more, you're like, okay, this actually has a lot more African elements than it really you think on the surface. Like, there's Swahili, they have Zulu names, you know, there is a lot that can be taken from the original Sundiata tale, the first king of Mali, or emperor of Mali, really. So it's like, alright, there actually is a lot there. Cool, y'all actually are just... Son of a bitch, y'all did Pocahontas, and dear God, is it totally wrong to any Native American. It does not help that they ignore a lot of history in bad ways. And it does not help all the songs are terrible. It does not help the villain is stupid and he's kind of unbearable. It also doesn't help the animation's a little funky. I don't like this very straight animation with a very older period. It doesn't sit well with it. It makes sense for the angular looks on everybody's face. It's like nobody has a very rounded face. The animation and everything, it's very taunt. Like compared to Hunchback of Notre Dame, which is a awesome Disney movie everybody needs to go back and watch. It is much better the second time you watch it, especially when you're not a child. You can appreciate it. Even this one said so.
I appreciate it a bit more now that I'm an adult, but I still do not much care for it.
She can't help the fact that she doesn't like that they went different than what Disney should have done, which is make the hero just get the girl at the end.
You want to talk about sanitizing?
Yeah, that is sanitized as well, but it's not to the point to where we're disregarding an entire culture. In a way, it's a sanitization of a famous story, but a story that's not. Yeah,
and the end, Esmeralda dies, and the Hunchback, like holds her and like dies of starvation or something.
Yeah, but also like I said, it's a story. It's based on nothing. It's just a story that was created. Pocahontas was real. She was a real person. It's kind of...
I'm not saying she was a teenager when she met John Smith.
Yeah, John Smith wasn't either. Raped her and stole her. Cool, Disney. Y'all are saying that's good. So yeah. Fuck Pocahontas. What's your number 5, though?
That's how you done?
Yeah, I'm done ranting.
My number 5. Mm-hmm. Speaking of Tim Burton earlier, and this is not a Tim Burton directed movie.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yep.
I don't get your hate boner you have for this movie. Megan has a real hate boner for it.
I just do not get the appeal.
It is a childlike way of looking at twisted things. It is a very kid-friendly way of introducing kids to darker subjects, or darker material, I should say. Not really darker subjects. Like, legitimately, the whole thing about Nightmare Before Christmas is just discovering who you are. Though, to be fair, it does actually have a decent message there. Like, think about one of the last songs that Jack sings. And he even says, "Wait, I am the Pumpkin King." First of all, Danny Elfman's voice is awesome.
Say, first of all, I've not seen this in, ages. Not all the way through, at least. And second of all, the songs were not really that memorable except for "This Is Halloween, Halloween."
Kidnap the Sandy Claus, Sally's song I even remember. I also remember Jack's song to a guy. I remember mostly because of a lyric. To a guy in Kentucky, I'm Mr. Unlucky. I don't know why that line makes me laugh, because it's dumb, I guess. And it shows the writers are a little juvenile. But there's a lot of memorable stuff with this film. You just need to watch it as an adult, I would say.
Well, I may sometime do that if I can ever maybe get a hold of it. No, I think it's on Netflix.
I
think I have it on my list to rewatch it sometime. Just see what the big freaking whoop is.
And I got a DVD.
And it's like, it's like maybe for me as a kid, like it was just too dark and twisted, and it's like does not help my big hate for Tim Burton. His I'm dark and twisted and crazy, and so everything I do must be dark and twisted and crazy.
But you love Beetlejuice.
It worked for Beetlejuice.
Why doesn't it work?
Although to be fair, I
Nightmare Before
preferred
Christmas?
the cartoon when I was a kid.
Again, Tim Burton produced. Megan's like, son of a whore. Son of an Aurelian whore.
I thought he directed it.
He directed the movie, he produced the cartoon show.
They're talking about he produced the movie. Oh.
No, he directed the movie and he helped produce it, but he also produced the cartoon show.
Okay, considering I just said I like the Beetlejuice cartoon is going to sound weird what I'm about to say. But one thing I did not like about Nightmare Before Christmas is that it was too dark for me as a kid, and it was like really kind of gross. I know it sounds weird since I like the Beetlejuice cartoon.
Yeah, and you like all real monsters.
Yeah.
They're gross, they're dark, they're twisted. You like Rocko's Modern Life. There's a rape joke in that.
Which we didn't realize was a rape joke when we were kids.
That's the fun of it. Or there's also the nightmare fuel of a talking foot with eyeballs. I still remember that. Whenever Rocco goes to have a cavity removed by Filbert, I'm sorry, we're going to get off topic here, y'all, so I'm not going to fast forward like 5 minutes. But whenever that happens in the giant stadium in front of all the dentists, because Filbert's trying to become a dentist, the tooth gains sentience somehow, and it grows really big, and it's like King Kong and everything.
Actually, I don't think that was Filbert. I think that was his girlfriend.
No, it was Filbert. Because Filbert, he had to dress up as a tooth fairy to try and get the tooth to stop.
You turn the page, wash your hands. You turn the page, wash your hands.
You didn't wash your hands. Oh, I love Filbert. I think it's because I had a friend just like him growing up.
I was kind of, in a way, I was Filbert when I was a kid.
But no, near the end of it, whenever they're talking about tooth, taking care of, this foot just pops up. It has a mouth, it has an eyes, and it has a nose, and it's talking to you. It is the freakiest damn thing ever. Just screaming to yourself inside. So
I do not remember that, but
yeah.
So you got me the complete series for Christmas, so I will eventually get to rewatching it.
It's only 4 seasons long. It's 50-something episodes too.
Yeah.
So should we move to my number 4, where I'm gonna piss everybody off?
Sure.
Hocus Pocus. Holy shit, Hocus Pocus is one of the worst turds I've seen in a long damn time. I don't get it. What is memorable about this movie? Sure, it's one of the few Halloween movies I think Disney did that wasn't completely child-centered. But it still felt so strange that it couldn't decide what tone it wanted to take at times. And I hate movies that are so tonally bizarre.
Like Circle?
Yeah. I am a comedy. I am hardcore action. I am suspense thriller. I am this. I am that. I don't know what I am.
It's like, I want to be social commentary and just fuck up the messes there.
Yeah. But on top of that, none of the acting is good in this film. And on top of that, you watch it nowadays, it does not hold up. It seems like even more of a giant turd than it already was.
It still holds up. I still watch it around Halloween
Yeah, it holds
every
up
year.
if you use it as a coaster. I'm saying, use it as one hell of a coaster. But Hocus Pocus is a bunch of hokey pokey.
It's just a bunch of hocus. No, I can't really do the Ben Midler thing.
Ugh.
Ben Miller rolling over a grave. She ain't dead yet.
Ben Miller's rolling over her grave because Hocus Pocus is going to kill her. Ugh. Fuck that movie. I hated it when I was a child. I hate it more when I'm older.
I love that movie. I have that movie.
Yeah, because you have no taste.
I want it on Blu-ray.
This is the person who owns Fern Gully. You do not want to take her movie taste as a sign of anything decent.
Bite me.
So,
My
what's
number
your number 4?
You were going to roll your eyes, not at what my number 4 is, but that the fact it's not higher on the list.
What's that?
Frozen.
Ah, Frozen. The good old punching bag that everybody's wondering why we all beat the shit out
I was
of.
like, I know it's on your list.
Maybe.
Don't play coy with me.
I don't play coy. Usually I play Call of Duty. Puns, I got them.
I may have said this in previous videos, but y'all see what I gotta deal with? Ugh.
Stare at the camera like that, I'll freak everybody out. Like, why won't he breathe? Breathe, damn it!
They just cover up the face.
So,
Ugh.
still hate Frozen, huh?
Mm-hmm. Have we ever mentioned this video? Or this?
This video that happens to be an hour and 40 minutes long.
Have we ever mentioned this movie in previous videos?
Yeah, we mentioned it on our most overrated films of all time.
Really?
Yeah. It was my number 1.
Yeah, it was my number 6.
Excuse me. Sorry, y'all.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, and y'all probably already know the hate. Well, not really the hate. It's an...
I have more of a hate boner than Megan does for it.
Yeah, it's meh. It's like the more time goes on, the more I'm like, really, this is not a great thing. Yeah,
Well,
it's just I don't get people like, oh my god, it's the greatest Disney animated movie ever. No, Claire, you fucktards did not grow up in the Disney Renaissance like we did.
Well, not only that, but it borrows so much from, watch Honest trailers. Like, it borrows a lot from Little Mermaid, or not Little Mermaid, Lion King.
Yeah.
Also borrows from Tangled.
Yeah, we were just watching Honest Trailers, Lion King.
Yeah.
Kind of comparing them. It's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong there, guys. But most
Yeah.
it's just, like, basic plot.
Yeah, I love how people try to say it's like, oh, it's not about the love story, it's about the girl power and this love of the sisters. It's like, okay, maybe about the love of the sisters, but it's not about girl power. It's like, there's no girl power message. It's like, just because she does, like, just... It's like, considering Anna, like, will cling to any man that gives her attention. To be fair, she's been, like, shut up in the castle.
She hasn't been shut up. Elsa has. And that's thanks to very horrible advice from trolls.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is the only thing I can take positive from this movie. It said that trolls give bad advice. Okay, yeah, you're not lying there, guys.
Give very vague advice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, there is no girl power. It's like, just because she defeats the villain using the power of love for her sister does not necessarily mean, like, oh, she doesn't need a man beside her or anything. It's like, that...
Because they're going to fuck it up in the sequel. Y'all know that, right?
I don't think there's only going to be love...
It's going to be Bobby Drake.
I think there's going to be a love story for both of them.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do in the sequel, y'all. Y'all making a big deal. Y'all want a Frozen sequel. It's like, why? This movie doesn't need a sequel.
Yeah, like the main deal, how they want in the next movie for Elsa to be gay. It's like,
That even shows more of destruction of what y'all are going for, which is saying that she doesn't need anyone's love.
yeah, I was like, why can't she just be single?
Yeah, she can be what she wants to be. Why do y'all have to define her?
I would say she can be Wonder Woman, just awesome on her own.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not Elsa. Not that I think Elsa is awesome. Nowhere near a Wonder Woman. You know, not trying to equate her with Wonder Woman, but yeah, let's move on. What's your number 3?
Since we're still in the middle of, a frozen tundra land, Snow Dogs. Oh my god, Snow Dogs is such a pile of turds. I don't get it. I mean, is this meant for idiots? Who is this movie geared towards? Because it's not funny. It's not well acted.
You know I own this.
Yeah, I don't know why. That's the problem. I'm legitimately like...
So are you calling me a moron?
No, I'm just saying your tastes are just the worst. You are more proof that, no offense, your taste is the worst in the entire world.
Like I always say, you cannot pick on me about my taste. You can't say shit about my taste, considering I chose you.
Exactly. I wouldn't choose me. I would throw me back. That'd be like if I could choose between myself or throwing me down into the cliff with all the other dead Spartan babies. I'd be in the bottom of the cliff. But it's one of those, what the hell is this? I don't get it. It's like, this isn't good. This isn't even good on accident. This isn't even so bad it's good. It's just horrible, horrible unfunniness that makes me really want to eat a shotgun. That's all it is. Just, it's like, you know what? Suicide's starting to sound really good, people. Sound awesome. Anything over Snow Dogs right now.
Wow, would you like to turn on Hurt by Johnny Cash?
Yeah, I was like, hurt myself. There.
You were depressing the hell out of me, mister.
Ugh. So did Snow Dogs. I have an actual written review, people, and I actually break it down because I watched part of the movie and I couldn't stand it when I was a kid because like, holy shit, this is terrible. I think I even said that as a kid. And I actually finally sat down and watched the entire movie rather open-minded. I was like, oh, this is the worst thing ever. This is Hitler levels of terribleness in film. Oh, a Clown Who Cried would probably have been better than this. There's my film joke for y'all. Mm-hmm. But what's your number 3?
Well, as soon as I say this, people make me go, oh yeah, that was a thing. Yeah, number 3, Flubber. Those don't remember Robin Williams and CGI goo.
CGI snot. Yeah. All essence.
Yeah, I was like, I loved that movie when I was a kid. I used to own it on VHS. I'm pretty sure my grandfather still has my copy on VHS somewhere in his house. But yeah, I had the opportunity to watch this on Netflix recently. I may have mentioned this in another list. But yeah, I watched it recently and it's like, wow, more proof I was a fucking Annie as a kid.
And you want proof that Hocus Pocus and Snow Dogs is terrible?
All I gotta say to you. But yeah, it's just, oh my god. And who was it I said? Was it Clancy?
Yeah, Clancy Brown's in this. Is
like, oh my god. Were you desperate for money?
I said Clancy Brown had to eat.
Yeah, because he plays like one of the villains' goons. It's like, oh my god, Clancy Brown, you are so much better than this. I mean...
So was Abe Vigoda. He still did Good Burger. People like, hey, shout out to Abe Vigoda.
People made me go and like, oh yeah, that was a thing too.
Mm-hmm.
Good Burger. Funny sketch, not so good movie.
I didn't like Good Burger sketch. I hated that sketch. It's just one of those people who, if they were that stupid and you had to put up with them, you would murder them on the spot. You'd go to jail with a smile on your face. And in fact, I think the cops would go, who did they kill? This person? Can we let them go on a technicality? Ugh. Yeah, fuck Good Burger.
But yeah, getting back to Flubber.
Good flubber, Good Burger.
Burger Flubber.
Oh, God, that sounds horrible. That sounds like your guy enjoys your burger, making it for way too much. Like, I'm gonna give you some burger flubber. Now you will never eat Whataburger again. And I just alienated everybody who's not in Texas. It went, the fuck's Whataburger?
Well, there are more states than just Texas that have a Whataburger. I know it's kind of
Oklahoma,
hard.
Arkansas, and Louisiana are the only three I can think of, and maybe New Mexico.
I was saying more than that, but...
Not that many. That's like me holding up this cup is probably confusing people because I know most of this is centered here in Texas.
Yeah.
There's a few like in almost a Mississippi or something like that.
But, yeah, it's just a waste of Clancy Brown, and especially a waste of Robin Williams. And like, the movie really dumb. There's like not really any plot. There's this one little like flying robot thing that has a crush on Robin Williams, her creator, who keeps trying to prevent him from getting married to Marcia Gay Harden. Well, on top of the fact that he's absent-minded because it's a remake of The Absent-Minded Professor.
Ew.
Yeah, like she's like totally in love with him, and
It's like a flying fleshlight is all I can imagine now.
you know, it's like she's supposed to be like his little assistant, like remind him about like appointments and stuff, and like really she's jealous of Marcia Gay Harden, and it's like. And meanwhile, Ron Williams trying to use his new creation to save the university that he works at, and meanwhile, the bad guy's like trying to steal his invention and make Ron Williams work for him or something. It's like,
And then on top of everything, get really bad CGI that's not held up at all.
and dialogue hadn't held up. Yeah, so I am so sorry, Will Wheaton, you had to be part of this.
Well, Wheaton had to eat too.
Yeah, it's like,
Clancy Brown calls, Will, I know you're hungry. Want to do a shitty movie with me? Oh, I guess I will. That was just Will Wheaton, half dead.
yeah. What's your number 2?
Oh. Fucking Tim Burton. I do not know still what the idea was behind this, but damn was the Alice in Wonderland remake that was live action, came out in like 2010, I want to say. Boy, was that bad. There wasn't anything decent even about it. It was one of those movies I fell asleep originally watching. In theaters, mind you. A friend of me we're leaning against each other. Mo fell asleep, just
Like,
out.
nap time?
Yeah. Woke up, didn't realize we really missed anything. Didn't care for it really. I was like, that movie was kind of boring. Watched it again finally. I was like, alright, let me watch the entire thing. Holy balls, is it bad. Everybody is either this subdued, super acting thing that Tim Burton thinks makes everything sound like it's important. Either the main actress cannot act, or they're trying to put over the top, or Helena Bonham Carter screams everything. And it just gets so aggravating. And it's just a straight up remake of Alice in Wonderland with a dark tinge to everything. A dark tinge to the point to where everything's kind of muddled and muddy looking. That's the thing that Tim Burton kind of doesn't understand about his, darker looks of everything. Why it works for Beetlejuice is because it's meant to be a darker kind of tone movie. Alice in Wonderland, it's supposed to have some more darker imagery, but it also is supposed to have loud pops of color.
Yeah, it's supposed to be very whimsical.
Yeah, and instead it just all looks like everything's covered in feces. None of it looks particularly good. And then they waste the great Christopher Lee on a fucking Jabberwocky. he says like 2 lines, and I can't tell it's even Christopher Lee. It's like, thanks for shitting on Dracula. Yeah, I know some people really enjoyed it. It has to be some people because the movie made $1 billion at the box office. I'm not even kidding. It made over $1 billion.
Probably Tim Burton's fangirls.
But even then, it made a lot overseas. And again, also, I don't get that. It's a boring movie. It's a surprisingly dull 2-hour sit. I mean, it's like Jungle Book. I don't get the appeal of the Jungle Book. I'm like, what the hell?
Remake.
Yeah, the remake. The original was like, I get the appeal by it. This remake, I'm like, what the hell? Why is this a thing? So, yeah. Yeah, fuck Tim Burton. Fuck Alice in Wonderland. What's your numero dos? I think as I always say.
The Emperor's New Groove.
I've actually never seen this movie. It's one of those movies that just...
It's on Netflix. So I was able to watch it recently. It's like, wow, this is really fucking... Like, who likes this movie?
You would be surprised. There are a lot of people that love that movie.
It was like I recently saw a copy of it on DVD somewhere. Like DVD or Blu-ray, and like on the cover it hailed it as like one of Disney's great comedies of all time or something. Like yeah, no, just no. I mean, like, there are a few like little funny bits, but they just get absolutely wasted with, you know, David Spade just so obnoxious.
David Spade in short mean David Spade.
I'm about saying. I mean, like, and just when you think that he's learned his lesson, like, first opportunity he gets, he goes back to being a jackass. Not literally.
I was like, technically he was a llama.
You know, first chance he gets, he, you know, goes right back to being a jackass, and, oh, booyah, and just insufferable, and then he's sorry again, and then he's a jackass again. It's like he never really seems to learn his lesson until, like, the very end.
No, that's Disney for you.
Yeah, trying to pad out things, like, yeah, like, there was some funny stuff with him and John Goodman's character. Can't remember his name. There's also, like, 1 or 2 funny things with Yzma, I think her name is, and Kronk. Pull the lever! Wrong lever! And then, why do we even have that? It's like, okay,
That's kind of funny.
it's like, yeah.
But you seem to enjoy this a lot more than many of the other films that you have on your list. Why is it so high? Like, you seem to enjoy this movie a lot more than you enjoyed Blackjack.
So, like I said, there are parts about it that I liked, and, you know, I laughed at, and in the end, it's like, it was kind of like, oh, you know, a little sappy. I'm a sucker for sappy endings, but it's like, even that was like not really enough to save this pile of garbage
Would have had to have...
that I just wanted to, like, light on fire and erase from our minds, our collective minds.
Not as much as I want to erase my number 1.
Which I think I know what it is. But, good.
Oh, I was going to let you keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, my number 1's Frozen.
I figured.
I don't get it. I hate to keep saying that, but it's one of those, like, the only reason I think this is so terrible is because so many people, or not just because people love this so much, but it's like, there's not a good message here, considering that what it is, like, people will lie to you and you have to figure it out on your own. Because
Remember that you can't be yourself.
Yeah.
Except when you do, shit happens.
And then on top of everything, you have these trolls who are like, alright, here's what we could do. You tell her she just needs to learn to be able to love herself and she'll be able to learn how to control her powers. Or we could be vague and make you feel like you need to lock her up like she's freaking Snow White. Either these are the most incapable of understanding anything parents in the world, or these trolls need to learn to quit talking like fucking Yoda. Oh, fuck me, I do not get the appeal of this movie in the slightest. It's not even a good looking movie. Like, at least the reason why Moana, as much as I still don't like it to this day, at least it looks decent. I mean, sure, it just came out last year and Frozen was 2 years before that, but the technology had expanded that much. I mean, hell, Frozen barely looks like it's above fucking Toy Story levels. Ugh. Why? Why does everything look so plastic? Why does everything look so bad?
Also, that snow and ice really, like...
It makes for a one-note color palette.
Yeah.
Much like Moana. At least Moana's blue, though. I like blue.
Yeah, like, at least there's a bit more color in Moana.
Sometimes, but a lot of it was very bland blue. Just, yeah.
And also, I forgot to mention the songs.
Oh, Frozen?
Yeah, people, like, so in love with the songs, like, only, like, one or two are actually memorable.
And
everything
one
else,
is
like,
simple because it's been jammed into our ears until we hate it.
I say,
Yeah.
I'm not about to sing it.
I will just say, if I can find the lady who wrote Let It Go, I will very kindly sit with her, back in time, and be like, alright, if you write this song, I will find a group of men who will throw you in a barrel full of piranhas, and we will make sure to just nick you every day till you are nothing but bones! Yeah, so, yeah, fuck Lego, and everything else. That's the third part. Can y'all name a single other song than that? Oh, maybe Do You Want to Build a Snowman, simply because so many people made memes of it.
I was like, do you want to build a snowman?
Do you want to build a snowman?
I the one's like, do you want to build a snowman? No, I want to build a sandcastle on a beach with sand. It's like, there we go, my meme. It's like, I hate winter.
I love winter. Winter's so awesome. I hate Frozen. Frozen sucks balls.
Yeah, there's one picture was circulating on Facebook a few months ago. And, like, this SUV or something, like, the back of it was covered in snow. And someone had written, like, this very fancy script, fuck winter. It's like, there you go. My sentiments exactly. It's one reason why
I want to move to Alaska.
Like, one reason why I hate Frozen is, like, I hate the cold, I hate snow, I hate winter. It's like, fuck it.
I just hate Frozen because it sucks balls.
Fuck it all.
Fuck it all. Fuck it all. So.
Yeah, the only other song I can remember is that one at the beginning. It's like really very short.
Do you want to build a snowman?
No, the one at the beginning, it's like, what was it? Where those guys are singing about the frozen heart.
Oh, about the ice. We are ice guys. We dig ice, 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 ice,
Yeah,
ice, ice.
Yeah, the sequence in the movie that kind of introduced Kristoff and his little moose. I cannot remember his name.
I don't know. It's
Like
something.
Gunter or something.
Gunther.
Something.
I don't know. So, what's your number one?
My number one. I'm surprised this one's not on your list. Comic book remake.
Again, I don't have as much of a hate boner as you do for it.
Considering you're the one that...
I said it wasn't really good, but if you remember my review, I gave it a 4. I thought there were, and not only that, but I really love King Louie in it. I want to be you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love Christopher Walken. He seems to be able to do no bad ever, simply because he's so terrible. So it's hard for me to get mad at him.
He was like in Pulp Fiction talking about smuggling a thing up his ass.
It was damned if any dirty wop was going to get hold of it. So he hit the only place he could think, up his ass. I love that line. That whole speech is just the funniest damn thing ever. So I hit this uncomfortable hunk of metal up my ass. Yes. Can't quite do a good walk-in impersonation. But
Better than I ever could. But yeah, I think maybe a couple of things I liked about the remake, but oh my god, it's just, as I've said before, it is just wholly unnecessary. Adds nothing to it.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my biggest issues, that and the fucking kid is fucking insufferable.
Yeah, I will wholeheartedly agree with you. Like, that is actually one of the biggest problems, and that's the reason why the movie got a 4. It's like, if Mowgli had been decent, I could have gave the movie easily a 6.
I'm surprised you actually pronounced his name right.
Oh yeah, I've called him about 8,000 different things.
I was saying
Mowgli.
in the review and like some of your other videos.
Yeah.
It's like you kept calling him Mowgli. I was like, Mowgli.
Yeah. And it's pronounced Mowgli. Well, I keep forgetting.
Like he went to yell on screen like it's Mowgli, but it's like you can't hear me.
Well, you can yell. I'm not going to hear it at all. Yeah, what? Yeah, Mowgli would have, if he had been decent, the movie still would have had its flaws, like its pacing still really funky, and not only that, but CGI is not always the best answer. It's like, really, you want some, real animals. Especially if they're just going to eat that kid. It would have been really good. I also still don't understand why do we have all this CGI, but we still have this kid as a real person. It sits out so starkly. It's...
Yeah, like it pretty much still is animated.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a good portion of it is. When the animals like...
So it defeats the purpose of why...
Yeah, doing a live action remake, like...
Yeah, live action.
Yeah, once again, it's like, it adds nothing to it.
Mm-hmm. I would say if we could have put 12, this probably would have been my 12th.
These go to 11.
He's given to 11 now. Yeah, sorry. These don't go to anything but 11. They don't go to 12. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's our top 10 worst Disney films ever. Or just for the time being.
Yeah, maybe some other movies will get underneath it. I really hope that doesn't happen.
So, shall I announce our next list?
Yeah, because I don't even know what it is.
Even though I told you earlier and last night.
So, how you're going to do that then?
Yeah, our next list of my choosing.
Since we're touching shade on Disney.
But will be, top...
Top 10 coughs.
Damn it!
That was almost perfect timing.
I said, what timing?
It's like you just had a massive thing of sploos just go into your throat. You alright? Sorry.
You're this close to wearing this. That's weird.
No, my stuff over there was about that close to wearing it.
No, I was saying, like, next time you say something funny, I'm making a point to spit this all over you.
That sounds dirty.
What did we say? What's the rule? Don't say funny shit while I'm taking a drink.
Funny shit. Now she's just inviting me to it.
Shush.
Well, I gotta talk to the camera at least now. Otherwise, people are gonna feel left out. I'd caress y'all, but it'd sound funny.
But yeah, our next list is going to be top 10 worst movie endings.
Again, still one per franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, we're gonna do that list, folks. Just warning you, if y'all do read my old blogs I used to do, well, worried it's gonna be most of those. There'll be a few here and there. So, you wanna go ahead and say then goodnight, Megan, to everybody?
Good night, Megan, to everybody.
Yeah,
You asked.
Yeah, I did. I walked into that one.
You set me up for it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we will see you all next time. So bye bye, everybody.
Bye bye.